Once upon a time, in lovely Larchmont, New York, my father drove my little brother Andy and I up the winding, dark, mysterious roads of Westchester County to buy a little bitty English Springer Spaniel. My mother was in Ireland. She took the SS United States over there. The year was 1966. And now, with my mother in Ireland, my brothers and I, and my father, we had every night for dinner wheatina and toast, or spam. Spam, spam, spam. And then, one day, my father, one afternoon, drove Andy and I up to Nyack, New York, because the Meisters, 2 doors down on Hawthorne Road, where we lived in lovely Larchmont, New York, had Sir Sandy Starr of Larchmont, an English Springer Spaniel. And Sandy would leap or spring in the yard. So now, Andy and I got in my father's little white Ford Falcon, like a little square box car, and we drove up to winding Nyack, New York, late in the afternoon. It was November 28th. I'll always remember it. And the house, we get there in the afternoon, and the house is darkish trees, and in the backyard you see these springing spaniels, all leaping. And we go in the house, kind of a white colonial kind of house, and the man was real nice in the dark living room. And the mother, English Springer Spaniel, she looked at us, but she was the 1964 world champion of all the dogs on earth. And then my father petted her with the back of his hand, and the man said, "That's smart, because you never know when they might nip you or snap at you." So then, in the middle of the room, they had not a big room, it's a living room, comfortable, crowded with all the Springers, I'm sure. And there, like a little baby playpen, and it was full of little puppies. And the man had taken out the males and left only the female little puppy baby Springer Spaniels. So my father told me and Andy, "Okay, go pick one out." So Andy and I walked over there, and this one little one, so beautiful, and all the others were sleeping, and she got up and wobbled towards us. And right away, you got goosebumps, because we knew she is the one. She is the one for us. And she was so beautiful, and something about her. So I thought for half a moment, and I go, "No, that's the one." So I grabbed her right away so that we would not forget which one. And then we take her into the little white Ford Falcon, back through the winding streets, the roads of Westchester. And now we're all joyous. And I sat in the back seat with a little cardboard box with the little puppy in it. And Andy was in the front seat looking over the back as my father drove. And it was funny, because at one point the little puppy peed, and the puddle goes in the cardboard, and I tilt it so and we laughed, And there was a white building, and my father, what luck, a white rock truck. My father's following it. So I get to look at that mermaid from the back seat without, my father seeing me. So then there was a white building, and it said Winchester on it. And I had wanted to name the puppy Winchester after the popular song. Winchester Cathedral, you're bringing me down. You stood and you watched as my baby left town. Oh, bodie-o-do, oh, bodie-o-do, oh, bodie-o-do, do-do-do. Well, that was very gear British song that was very popular in 1966. And when my mother went to Ireland, my father got like a record player, stereo, really nice. We had that forever. And all these records, the Clancy Brothers. He was a wild colonial boy. And anyway, we get the puppy home, and we have wheatine and toast every night, and we slept in the living room downstairs with the little puppy, and she had a little nook in the corner.